This is the first time I'm doing a video like this. As you can hear from my accent, I'm Norwegian. We have a Norwegian YouTube channel, but that's mainly for our customers. Wanted to make a video that can maybe benefit some of you international viewers. I have an Opel Astra 2006-2007 with a 1.2 turbo petrol engine. Rips the skin off the sausage, as we say here in Norway. This car has been cleaned and throughout its life, but all around it's pretty dirty. Not that bad, Norwegian standards set aside. I'm going to wash the undercarriage, the wheels and the wheel arches. Exterior I'm going to remove asphalt, iron contaminations and general shit, or dirt as we call it. I'm going to do a hand wash, and also not sure what that's called in English, but the parts of the door sills, also the engine bay. Interior wise I'm going to do the seats, which are fake leather and textile fabric, and also the floor mats have quite recently been cleaned and added the Kokkemi Gummifix, so they're probably not that dirty for you to see, but going to clean the carpets inside and the dashboard and all that stuff. So hopefully this video turns out okay. Sit back, enjoy, have a cup of coffee or something else.
First off, I apply a alkaline cleaner under the entire car. This is to loosen up the dirt and stuff that's underneath. I have a attachment for my pressure washer that goes under the car to clean it. It has 4 nozzles. As you can see, one of them is kind of clogged up, so I have to take care of that. The neat thing about this kind of undercarriage washer is that it has a angle and a wheel, so it allows me to get access under the car without having to bend down or risking hitting the chassis of the car. As for the wheels, first off I just rinse off to get any loose dirt and debris off. Also rinse the wheel arches. Then I apply a strong alkaline cleaner, stronger than the one I applied under the car actually. This will extract the dirt from the sides of the tire and also loosen up any organic gunk that is on the rim itself or on the inside of the rim. The best thing to do would be to remove the wheel completely, but I decided not to do this here, so yeah. I then use a stiff brush to agitate the sides of the tire. Important wearing gloves when you do this because of the chemical isn't good for your skin. Same wheel as you can see, but clearly something has been applied. It's not shown, unfortunately, but I applied a fallout wheel cleaner that turns purple when it finds iron contaminations. This is for loosening up brake dust and other iron particles on the wheel. These are also winter tires, so this will have a more severe effect from the contaminations in the roads from the spikes, etc. I also like rinsing off my brushes after using them, just to keep them nice and clean. Again, taking off the wheel would make it easier to get access to all the corners. I don't know what it's called. Second round, let this one work for a while, up to 5 to 7 minutes. You can see the brake disc is actually turning purple because it's made of steel, so that would react with the wheel cleaner. This is obviously it's the engine bay, which hasn't been cleaned for quite some while. So there's a lot of dirt on the panels and hoses and all the stuff in there. I'm not sure if you've noticed by now, but I did have some focus issues on the camera. I'm trying to work this out until the next car. First off, I apply oil-based degreaser. It's this one is the Kokk Kjemi Tervasje, which is a specialty product, but it's for, I guess we have a lot of use for it here in Norway and in the Scandinavian countries because we have a special mix of asphalt on the roads that tend to stick to the car's exteriors, but it can also be used to remove engine oil and that kind of stuff. You could also use a citrus degreaser, I guess, for some of the same purposes. Over that I apply the same alkaline degreaser that I had on the undercarriage of the car. This helps also to loosen up a lot of the dirt on the other kinds of organic dirt on the surfaces. Just to say that as long as you keep your distance while rinsing the engine, it's not really a problem using the pressure washer. If you have half a meter or 50 centimeters of distance, at least it should be okay. If you have any open components that you would like to protect, it's nice to put some plastic over it. Now that I've removed as much loose dirt and gunk as possible with the pressure washer, I'm using a detail brush to agitate and loosen up the remaining of the dirt. Obviously this is sped up, I'm not that fast. I do like to have the chemistry fresh once I agitate it, so this area, it was a couple of minutes since I applied it, so I just did a new round of the alkaline cleaner before going at it with the brush. And if you remember the shots of the oil cap, it was pretty gunked up, so it's nice to have this brush and go over it. Those two spots on the top there that still doesn't look clean, that's actually damage to the paint, so that's impossible to clean off, unfortunately. Again, a small mishap from me. I actually applied this on the entire engine, but then I forgot to film it. This is a product from Koch Chemie called Motorplast, which is a silicone-based motor look enhancer, sort of. You just spray on a wet, newly washed motor and then you close the lid. Let it dry. When washing a car's exterior, it's important to also take care of the door jambs and undersides of the doors, because this area doesn't normally get a lot of care. So I apply alkaline cleaner, then I work it in with a brush to agitate it. I'm not using the same brush as in the engine bay because of obvious reasons. Oils and a lot of stuff from the cleaning there would have cross-contaminated. using a pressure washer in the door jambs, etc., it's not really a problem. You just need to try not to get as much in the interior. The plastics on the door, they can handle water. Just keep a rag in your vicinity so you can wipe off any spill, and you should be good to go. Much more effective than going over with a towel or using the garden hose. Ta en tur på det er vel bokka etterpå for å få levert noen pakka, men da kan jeg kjøpe mandag til i morgen og så videre da. Okay. As you can see, there's a moment of what the F, because some of the water went inside on the on the back of the seats. That was a little mishap from my side, and one of the risks of doing the pressure washing inside the cramped areas. Yeah. And obviously my neighbor is using the chainsaw. That's nice background noise for you. Oh, no, that's not actually a chainsaw, that's something else saw. So, finally, after doing all the wheel, the engine compartment, engine bay, whatever, and the door jambs, I'm off to rinsing off the car's exterior. I'm just using water to get off the loose dirt at first. I'm not extremely thorough here, but that's because I'm going to apply the oil-based degreaser to remove asphalt, and I'm also going to apply the alkaline cleaner on top of that, so there's going to be more pressure washing. This here is a neat trick. I have a citrus-based product that I apply to the brushes that have been in contact with the oil, etc. Just apply that and wipe it off on a cloth. I have nice brushes, clean brushes after doing that. Well, after repeating it a couple of times, anyways. This is Koch Chemie Orange Power. But any citrus-based product should do the trick. So here I'm applying this special product I was talking about. It's an oil-based degreaser. Not very common outside of Scandinavia, as I said, but this is something we apply to the exterior, up to the windows. Maybe on the wheels if you need it, not on the tire sides. Not sure what those are called, tire sides. Yeah. Over that I apply the alkaline foam. This is Foreninger B from Koch Chemie. Pretty same stuff as Green Star, but a bit more concentrated. What this does in my cleaning process is it allows the oil, the asphalt remover, to have some extra time to work. And if you're asking yourself, why on earth is he rinsing bottom top? Well, that's to have easier control of where I rinse and not. And also not to dilute the chemistry additionally before rinsing it off. So I have better control when doing it that way. I always rinse bottom up in the pre-wash step. After a hand wash with the shampoo in the bucket, I rinse top to bottom. This is the same product as I use on the rims or the wheels. This is a fallout remover, which is also suitable to use on the body to remove iron particles. I had a hard time finding a lot of them, but and also this paint is dark, so it's not easy to see. But you can see some of the particles that are turning purple. That's iron deposit from spikes in the tire. We have trucks with these blade things in front pushing away the snow. Can't remember the name of those, but yeah, lots of iron contamination. And this stuff smells kind of nasty, so I try to rinse that off good, to not leave any product residues. It actually foams up once you rinse it off, so it's easy to see where you've been and not with the pressure washer. This is the shampoo, 3D pink, for hand washing. And the shot is obviously way overexposed, at least in reference to the bucket. Or the camera has low dynamic range, I'm not sure which it is, but I'm going to have to work on my camera settings before the next video. I can clearly tell. Sorry about that. When hand washing, I like to go from the top to the bottom, because the bottom part of the car is where you have most contamination. So by doing the upper parts first, you don't risk dragging dirt to the lower parts. And as you can see, I'm washing with a single bucket. I have a grip guard. The sponge I'm using is a nice sponge from Kokkemi. If you know Kokkemi, you know that they don't leave anything to the I don't know, random. So in their mind, a good sponge is at least as good as a wash mitt or even better, and I totally agree. These sponges are cheap and they don't attract the dirt in the same way as a microfiber mitt does. So if you get dirt in it, it's easier to get it out, either in the bucket or when washing the sponge after use. And no, the sponge does not scratch the paint. That's just an old myth in the detailing industry. Again, clearly overexposed, sorry about that. I set the exposure to, before applying the foam. Maybe I should test out auto exposure, see how that works. I'm kind of a fan of using the manual settings on the camera because I feel I have more control of the image, but the problem is that once you add a lot of white in the image, it sort of blows out. This is a product called Deluxe. It's a water dilutable wax product that you can apply with either a low pressure like a Quasar Orion, or you can use a foam lens. And the nice thing about applying it in foam is that when rinsing it off, you can actually see the areas that haven't been rinsed off properly with the pressure washer, so you know where you need to rinse better. It's not a product that's made for insane durability, so maybe 2-3 months, but it's nice to use after washing to keep the paint hydrophobic. And the bonnet or the hood, I don't know which word to use, you can see there's some areas that heat the water better than others, and that's because I used it as a test area for some coatings and stuff, so that has nothing to do with wet wax. Not even sure if it's called wet wax in English, but yeah, you understand me. I'm probably going to have to brush up on my English dictionary for detailing if I'm going to do more of these videos, because it's not that easy talking about all this stuff in English when I'm used to doing it in Norwegian. Alright, so this is how I clean a car thoroughly on the exterior. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you got through it all. I'll try to work on my angles and focusing on the camera and also the exposure, trying to nail that one a bit better for the next video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and also I would greatly appreciate if you want to subscribe to my channel, because there's more awesome content coming, hopefully. If you like this video, I mean, if you don't, I'm not sure if I'll bother making another one. See you!